Hey guys! So, a video that I have promised you guys. If you watched my best designer purchases video, linked below, just click show more if you missed that. I talked about the idea of doing a worst designer purchase video. So here it is. I thought I would choose my kind of worst purchases designer wise so that you guys don't waste your money too. I actually really struggled finding these pieces because I am very cautious with the designer things that I do buy anyway. So if you guys would like me to do a video maybe about how I save up for designer purchases and that kind of thing, I think that could be quite a cool topic to talk about. So it's not really that like I hate any of this stuff, it's just stuff that's kind of annoyed me or I've had problems with it. So without further ado, let's get going and let's talk about my worst designer purchases. So if you guys follow me on Instagram at @mshellx, cheeky little plug, come and say hello if you don't already. You'll have probably actually seen a lot of these items on there. I feel like Instagram is the home of designer items. It's always like girls sat with their latte and oh, my Gucci bag is just sat on the table next to me. It's definitely like a very Instagrammable thing to do, isn't it? So I'm just gonna kick it off and just go for it. So first things first, Louboutin. I'm not French, so probably not pronouncing this correctly, don't judge me. I had always wanted Louboutins, it was always my kind of dream. They were the one designer item that I just always wanted. I had some friends who were really into designer stuff and they were like, no, they're really tacky, they're kind of a bit old school now. But personally, I just always wanted a pair. So I was in Harrods in London and I was having lunch and I was a little bit tipsy. So in Harrods I have a section called Shoe Heaven. I avoided Chanel and I avoided Gucci and I was like, I'm just gonna get some Louboutins. This is one of my non-planned purchases. I was kind of like, you know what, it's a Tuesday afternoon, I'm feeling funky fresh, I'm gonna get some Louboutins. Don't know what came over me. I walked into the store, tried this pair on. This pair is a pair that I've always wanted, so nude, beautiful, peep toe, just gorgeous. They look so flattering with jeans and so flattering with a dress, and I was like, I love them. I was running around the store in Harrods in them because I was like, they're so comfy. What does everyone mean? They are so comfy. And then, bosh, I wore them on my graduation and I realised, why did I buy these? Why did I buy them? So everyone was saying to me, they'll kill your feet, and I just kind of thought, no, you're all lying, you know, it'll be fine, I'll power through for how good they look. But no, what I would say is they're so thin that they bend into your feet, and I think that's why they look so good, because they just crush your feet. They just like push your feet into place. I'm sure Christian Louboutin himself has actually said that and said, yeah, these look good, they're not designed to be comfy. But yeah, you can basically see how much they crush your feet, and when I take them off my feet, the pain in my feet is horrendous. It feels as if my bones have been broken. So as much as I absolutely love them, Louboutins are like £500 to £700 and they honestly look incredible. I will never get over how good they look, and if you can kind of grin and bear it, do it. But I would say you can get comfier shoes that look just as nice for the same price. I have quite a lot of Gucci shoes and Gucci shoes are the comfiest shoes. They are designed for the wide-footed ladies, aka me. One last thing about these as well, they mark quite easily. Also, this was bound to happen, but I was quite disappointed when my red went like this from wearing them once. I also fell down a pothole in them because they're so thin, but they were really nice customer service wise and said they can like reset all of this for me, so that's fine. So yeah, Louboutins, beautiful but not practical. Number two, let's talk Chanel. So my first ever Chanel purchase was bought in the airport on my way to China. I went into Chanel and I was like, oh my goodness, wait until you see the monstrosity before me. Dun dun dun. These also featured in my best designer purchases because they are the comfiest, nicest shoes when they are in good condition. Honestly, they're beautiful. Right now, they look horrendous. To put it nicely, I mean, you can see how wide my feet are because they've stretched them out, but they are like nice for wide feet, but I just feel like they are not practical. They are so ruined. They do these in black as well, but let's be honest, these really are just espadrilles with like a £600 price tag. When I told my brother how much money I'd spent on these, he was mortified, but I wanted them and I was being typical me and bought them, and honestly I got so much joy out of them. They look so good in summer, they go with everything, but they are battered, like actually battered. It's probably my fault for not taking care of them because I did wear them on a beach and fall down a rock. If you guys are watching this video now, you're gonna be like, geez girl, you really need to start taking care of stuff. What is it with me wearing shoes and falling down holes and rocks? And it's typical that they're designer shoes. But yeah, so I have like a bit of a snag there. I think it's one of those things that I actually probably would rebuy these in a different colour, just because they have served me so well when I just want to throw something on that's smart, designer, but comfortable. But I would probably just not wear them as much. I think I've just had too much wear out of them. They're not broken, I just think they need washing. I bought leather cleaner and I can't actually get the marks out, so if anyone knows how I can clean these up, that would really be helpful. So next, let's talk about bags. So I bought this when I went to Woodbury Common in New York. For those of you that don't know, it is like a designer outlet. It's quite similar to Bicester Village. What I would say about it is stuff isn't cheap there. I think this was still like $500. I know, why did I buy it? I honestly could not tell you. I just really wanted something from YSL and I had a bit of money. If I'm going to be honest, I just kind of was in that kind of tourist happy holiday mode and I was like, woo, let's buy it. I think I may have got like 20% off or something, but why do I not like it? So the only reason I don't like it is because it twists like this and it is kind of like my bag is a Ferris wheel or something, and I just wish that it was designed a little bit better. The amount of times I have worn this and then if the zip's not being done properly, all of my stuff is literally upside down. So that's the only reason that I have not featured this. I bought this one from Bicester Village, which I absolutely love, and because this one is kind of, the straps are a little bit different, this one sits perfectly on me, and this is kind of very similar to a Celine one that I wanted. This is navy, this is black, but I love it and I get a lot more use out of this one. Size wise, this fits my vlogging camera in and it fits my phone in and everything else, so it's actually really good. And it is not practical because this twists. They do have a bag called the Blogger bag, love that YSL, thank you, which I'll link below. I think it's about £500 and it's very similar to this, but hopefully they've adjusted this stupid issue so that my bag stops doing somersaults. Okay, last but certainly not least, I told you I found it hard to find things that I don't like because I'm actually really cautious and careful with my money and the designer things that I do buy. Givenchy Paris. Again, someone commented on my video the other day and said that I can't pronounce it correctly. Givenchy, I assume is how you pronounce it. But maybe my northern accent sounds wrong, I don't know, but what matters is I like the brand. So I bought this in San Francisco. I got it from Barney's. Really like it actually. I think it's beautiful. It's one of those bags that I just pop it within my other bag and just put anything essential inside it. The only reason it is in my dislike pile is just because I don't get that much use out of it. I wish it just had like a tiny strap or something. I know it wouldn't because it's a clutch, but there's no pocket inside it either. I did go for it. So I was like, oh, branding, cool. And it was in the sale. I think it was like £300. But yeah, I just feel a bit like it's a nice pouch, but I need to find a way to use it more. But I'm sure I will be able to find a better use for it. Like this is a good crossbody and this is good for kind of like putting passports and stuff in as like an internal pocket. But come on, you don't need a £300 internal pocket. So there we have it, guys. If designer stuff isn't your thing, then sorry, and I will go back to my normal hauls and stuff. In fact, as this goes live, I'm in New York, so make sure you're following on Instagram for updates on my Insta stories of my time in New York at mshellx, and I'm going to have loads of New York content, loads of hauls and everything coming for you guys. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate you guys coming and viewing my videos. So thank you for watching. Comment below and let me know if there's any designer things you kind of regret buying. And again, I know that I didn't like really hate any of this stuff. There's just a few niggles that I have with the things. So I hope that helps if you are deciding to buy designer. Thank you for watching, guys. See you later.